Good morning, dear children. Welcome to English class. In the last class, we have discussed the first portion of section 1 in unit 2. Okay? The title of the section is A True Story About Ladybugs. Okay? Do you remember the story? What was it? There was a grandma who really enjoyed eating asparagus, isn't it? She liked to eat asparagus every time. Every time means for breakfast, for lunch, and also for dinner. Okay. But one problem was there. What was it? Asparagus was an expensive vegetable, so she decided to grow it in her garden. Okay. What was the condition for planting asparagus? She wanted to wait for 2 years. After 2 years, the young shoots came up and the asparagus beetles came up. Then those asparagus beetles had laid eggs on the stems. Then those eggs hatched into black larvae and they moved all over the stems and they began to eat the tasty shoots. Okay. Then grandmother discussed that problem with her friend who was working in an organic farm. Then her friend told her that ladybugs might eat those asparagus beetles. And he also told her what she wanted to plant in her garden. Okay. After that, what happened? Let us discuss, children. Okay. So you listen carefully and underline the difficult words for you. Okay. She planted purple and orange cosmos, yellow yarrow, parsley, dill and tansy, and by the end of the summer, there were many ladybugs visiting her garden. Okay, she planted purple and orange cosmos, yellow yarrow, parsley, dill and tansy. What are the plants? Purple and orange cosmos, yellow yarrow, parsley, dill. Okay. After she planted those plants, what happened? Ladybugs began to visit her garden. Okay. The ladybugs also ate the aphids on her roses. Aphids. Aphids, you know? Aphids, a small insect that are harmful for plants. Those ladybugs also ate aphids. Okay. When the ladybugs came? By the end of the summer. Okay. The ladybugs also ate the aphids on her roses. In autumn, the last ladybugs of the summer burrowed down and hid in the leaves to hibernate. In autumn, the last, what happened? Ladybugs began to hibernate. Hibernate means? Hibernate. Spend the winter in a state of deep sleep. Okay. Do you know hibernation? Some animals curl up in a safe space and spend there until the end of winter. Okay. They wanted to be ready to wake up and eat the asparagus beetle eggs again in the spring. After the hibernation period, ladybugs wanted to wake up in the spring season and they wanted to eat all the asparagus beetles. Okay. Eventually, there were so few asparagus beetles that the lady got to eat all the asparagus she wanted. She even gave some to her grandchildren. Then what happened? After ladybugs came, grandma got asparagus as much as she wanted, and she gave asparagus to her grandchildren also. Okay. Ladybugs are part of a group of insects called beneficials. Ladybugs are also called as beneficials. 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 Beneficials means insects that are helpful. Ladybugs are helpful insects. Okay. That help us in our garden by eating the insects that eat our garden plants. How ladybugs helped grandma? Ladybugs ate the harmful insects in the garden. Okay. If we choose to use pesticides, we will probably kill the helpful bugs along with the pests. But the pests usually come back faster than the helpful bugs, and then we have more pests and fewer helpers. Okay? Have you understood? If grandma used pesticides, what would happen? Pesticides would kill both the harmful insects and the helpful insects. Then after 1 year, the harmful insects will come back soon than the helpful insects. Okay? So grandma did not like to use pesticides. Okay. The best way to work with nature is to make the helpful insects feel at home, and they will do the work for us. The best way to work with nature, we want to allow the helpful insects feel at home. Then they will do their work for us. Okay. From the story, what we have studied, children? Ladybugs are helpful insects, and we want to love the nature. We want to love the environment. We want to love the insects also. Okay, dear children, have you understood the story? I think all have understood the story. In this story, we have discussed seasons. What are the seasons? What are the seasons? I think all have studied it in lower classes, isn't it? What are the seasons? Spring, summer, winter, autumn. Spring season, everywhere covered with flowers. In summer season, we feel so heat. Then in winter season, we can see dewdrops everywhere. Then in autumn season, trees dropping the leaves. Okay. So dear children, now we have completed section 1 in unit 2, the world around us. Okay. Okay, let us discuss and write the question answers. Okay. First question, why did the grandmother plant asparagus in her garden? Why didn't she simply buy it at the supermarket? Why? Okay, let us write the answers. First one, grandmother really enjoyed eating asparagus. It is an expensive vegetable so she decided to grow it in her garden. Okay. Second one, the grandmother couldn't cut any shoots from her asparagus plant in the first year because some options are there. Option A, it needed at least 2 years to grow and get strong. Option B, it needed at least 3 years to grow and get strong. C, it needed another year to be covered with beetles. Which is the right option? The correct option is A. Okay. Third one, she had a nasty surprise. Paragraph 3. What was the nasty surprise? What was the nasty surprise? The nasty surprise was the asparagus beetles had laid eggs on the stems. Those eggs hatched into and ate all the stems. All the stems. Okay. Then fourth one, how frustrating. This means some options are there. Option A, the asparagus beetles were annoyed that the grandmother had cut all the tasty shoots. Option B, the grandmother was annoyed that her asparagus plant was covered with beetles. Option C, the grandmother was annoyed that her asparagus plant had no tasty shoots. Which is the correct option? Option B. Okay. B is the correct answer. Okay. Then fifth one. Why do you think the grandmother did not want to use pesticides to get rid of the beetles? Why do you think? If the grandmother had used pesticides, it would have killed both the harmful and helpful insects. Then in the next year, the harmful insects come back soon than the helpful insects. Okay, children. Then sixth one. There were ladybugs in the grandmother's garden even before she planted the asparagus plant. True or false? It is false. Okay. Then seventh one. Why do you think some insects are called beneficials? Why do you think beneficial insects? Insects eat the pests that are harmful to vegetables. Beneficial insects eat the pests that are harmful to plants and vegetables. Okay. Then eighth question. Can pesticides kill both pests and beneficials? Yes or no? Answer is yes. Okay. Eighth one is yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. After that, let us see two more questions. First one, should we grow our own vegetables and fruits? Should we grow our own vegetables and fruits? Yes, we have to grow our own vegetables and fruits. Yes, growing our own vegetables and fruits make us healthy. It will help to save money and be healthy. Okay, gardening is also a physical activity. That's also good for our health. Okay. Then second question, should all of us eat only organic vegetables and fruits? Should all of us eat only organic vegetables and fruits? Organic vegetables and fruits means organic food that is grown without the use of artificial chemicals or pesticides. Okay. Nowadays, it is very difficult to get organic fruits and vegetables, isn't it? If we used organic vegetables, it is very good for our health. Organic food is very nutritious. Okay. So, for these two questions, students, you can write your own opinion. Okay. So, now we have discussed the first section in Unit 2 and their question answers also. So, dear children, you should write the difficult words and their meanings into your English notebook. And you should write these questions and their answers. Okay. In the last question also we have discussed, but you can write your own answers. Okay, children. Let me conclude here. Thank you. Have a nice day.